Hey, it's Rob with InyoPools.com. Today we're out here to replace a pool bulb that went out. Right now it's an incandescent bulb. We're going to replace it with this color changing pure line LED bulb. So let's get started. All right, the first thing you want to do before you get started is make sure the power is off. So you want to turn it off at the breaker. And once you do that, there's one screw that holds in the light fixture, and all you need is a Phillips head screwdriver. Okay, we've got the screw out, and now we're just going to lift the fixture out of the pool wall, and there's enough cable, should be enough cable behind it to lift it out onto the pool deck. Okay, as we stated before, if you don't see a transformer anywhere, it's likely that it's 120 volt. But when you pull the fixture out, there might still be a label on it. And as you can see here, this light fixture was 400 watt, 120 volt. Okay. I always like to put a towel down before I start to work on the light. That way you protect the lens if you tip it over that way. But what we'll do is, if you notice on the back, there's basically one bolt that you have to unthread to undo this clamp. That's what we'll undo to open up the light again. It's just a Phillips head screwdriver. Okay, I wasn't able to get much traction with the Phillips head screwdriver, so I've got this 3/8 nut driver and a little pair of channel locks, so we can undo it that way. All right, get the wire clamp off. There's the old bulb. You can tell it's burned out. Also, if there's no label, you can look on the bulb itself and it'll tell you, usually it'll say 120 or 12 volt. And what we'll do next is get this lens out of here, and then we'll replace this gasket. So anytime you replace a bulb, I'd recommend replacing the gasket, because these can go bad and then it'll get water will get into the fixture. And then on some of these, most of the lights, I'd take note of the shape of the lens. You can see there's more of a flat side here. This was facing up in the concaved kind of side. The round side was on the towards the bottom. So as you can see, that one's not in great shape. Okay. If you're not sure of the make and model of your light, sometimes you can look on the lens. This one says American Products Company. That was a very popular light. Now Pentair owns it. But some of them might be a Hayward. So I would, try and verify what the make and model is of your light so you can order the right gasket if you're not sure of the make and model of your light. Take some pictures, send it to us at InyoPools.com. We can ID your light for you. So I'm just going to clean off the lens best I can. You don't have to lubricate these gaskets. Okay. So there is a little bit of water in this fixture, probably why this bulb blew. So we'll just let that dry out for a little bit. All right, we're gonna go ahead and thread in this new Pure Line color changing LED bulb. Now, if you were unsure if the fixture was okay, now is when you could test the new bulb, put it in there, and just turn it on for a second, see if it lights up. If it doesn't, then you might need to replace the whole fixture. So you'll see on this face ring, that is the hole for the pilot screw. And then at the opposite side, there's a little hook that'll catch onto the niche when we put it back in. But for the lens purpose, you know, it has wording on it, and if it's right side up, it'll align with the hole up here, and then the bottom will be where that hook is. So when we put it back in, we'll make sure that the lens is in the right orientation. All right, I've got the clamp back on. Now we're going to tighten it. You want to make sure it's real tight so you don't let any water in. Okay, I've got the ring tightened down. One of the last things I'd recommend doing is submerging the light underwater. Make sure you don't see any air bubbles coming out of the fixture. If you do, that means it's not sealed well, and I would take it apart and reseat it. So we'll hold it underwater, make sure there's no air bubbles coming out, because we don't want water going into the fixture. Okay, so we've checked it. It's sealed good, no air, no water getting in there. Now what you can do is, if you have extra cord, you can kind of wrap it around the back before you put it in. And the next thing you want to make sure is there's, like I said, there's that little clip on the bottom of the light fixture, and at the bottom of the niche, there's a little hook there that you get that lined up, and then you can put the screw in. All right, to control a Pure Line LED color changing bulb, it's pretty simple. With the existing light switch, all you have to do is turn it on, turn it off, then turn it back on to change colors or light shows. That's all you have to do. And then if you prefer one color to others, you put it on, let's say it's blue. When you turn it off and you come back the next day and turn it on, it'll stay in that blue mode. All right, so we got the light bulb installed. The whole process took about a half an hour. It wasn't very complicated. If you have any questions about pool lighting or anything pool spa related, visit us over at inopools.com. Thanks for watching.